Thank you, Mr. Agnew.
15 years, the institutions of the European Union have failed to come to a conclusion about the growing and the import of GM crops and produce. Failed. So what has this parliamentary committee done? They've turned down the opportunity to allow the sovereign governments of the member states to make these decisions for themselves. Surely you would agree that the sovereign elected governments of the 28 countries of the European Union are capable of making this decision, but apparently not. So you want to push this back again into the European Union institutions. What have those other two institutions done about this over the last 15 years? Well, the Commission has always been told, oh, you must have scientific evidence, you must test, you must test, you must test. The Commissioner haven't been able to find a scientific test that says that GM crops or GM produce is more harmful than non-GM crops or non-GM produce. They haven't been able to do that, so what did the Commission do then? They sacked the scientific advisor who kept giving them the wrong answer. Really not very clever, but you want to push it back to that, do you? Is that what you want to do? Into that sort of fairyland? Of course, that's not the only institution. We've got the Council. What do the Council do? Those really responsible 28 Ministers of Agriculture who meet in all seriousness in agriculture, a lot of them just abstain. They walk away. They don't deliver their responsibilities. And because so many of them abstain, nothing goes through. And the Commission are lumped with the ball again. 15 years is long enough not to make a decision. This should go back to the Member States, and I think my colleagues here should be ashamed of themselves for not allowing it to.